2 summers ago, my granddaughter asked me to walk with her to the ice cream shop on the corner. 4 blocks, flat pavement, good weather, nothing complicated. And I said yes, because of course I said yes, and we got about halfway there before my legs started feeling like they were wrapped in wet towels. That heavy, thick, can't quite lift them feeling. He slowed down. She slowed down with me, the way children do when they are being very kind and pretending not to notice. We made it there. We made it back, and I sat on the sofa that afternoon and thought, what is happening to me? I blamed the heat. I blamed the shoes. I blamed being 72, which is always technically available as an excuse. What was actually happening was my blood sugar. Not in a dramatic way. In a quiet building, nobody told me this is what it feels like way. My name is Rose. I am 72 years old. And today I want to share 5 drinks that changed what my mornings feel like, and what my doctor said at my last appointment that I was not expecting to hear. I ranked them from the ones that helped a little to the one that changed everything. Stay with me until number 1. I promise it is worth it. But before the drinks, I need to explain something that took me too long to understand. After 60, blood sugar behaves differently while you sleep. Your liver, while you are lying there doing nothing, is still working, releasing stored glucose into your bloodstream for overnight energy. After 60, that release can run higher than it should. Quietly, without any signal you can feel. You wake up with numbers that do not match your choices from the day before. Assume you did something wrong, try harder, and the numbers do not move. I tried harder for 3 years. Cutting carbs, watching portions. Drinking apple cider vinegar every evening because I had read it helped, which it does, but for a window that closes hours before bedtime. By the time I was drinking it, the problem had already moved on without me. I mentioned the apple cider vinegar to my walking group. I felt very responsible about it. My son visited one Saturday, picked up the bottle, made a face, handed me his phone, and stood there while I read it. I handed it back and said nothing for a full minute, which, if you know me at all, is unusual. Overnight blood sugar needs drinks that speak to the liver, the cells, the vessels, during the hours when your body is actually dealing with the problem. That is what this list is. Number 5 is chamomile and Ceylon cinnamon tea. I want to tell you why I almost never gave this a real chance. I had drunk chamomile for years and felt nothing particular from it, so I had quietly decided it was pleasant but decorative. What I did not understand was what it was actually doing. Chamomile lowers cortisol, your stress hormone. At night, cortisol tells your liver to release more glucose into your blood, an ancient, automatic mechanism your body uses for overnight energy that it cannot tell apart from genuine stress. When cortisol stays elevated into the night, your liver keeps releasing. Chamomile quiets that signal. Add Ceylon cinnamon, and I want to be specific here because the common cinnamon on most grocery store shelves is a different variety that can stress your liver with regular use. And your liver is working hard enough already. Ceylon cinnamon contains a compound that helps your cells absorb glucose the way they were designed to. These 2 things together are not dramatic, but they are consistent. And after 2 weeks, I noticed that the mornings where I woke up with that foggy, slow, where am I feeling were fewer. Not gone, fewer. That was enough to keep going. Number 4 surprised me because I had always associated it with something else entirely, tart cherry juice. Not regular cherry juice, tart cherry specifically, darker, slightly sour, sold as concentrate in health food stores. The plant compounds in it improve how your cells respond to insulin. The effect begins within hours of drinking it. What I noticed first was not my numbers. It was something I was not expecting at all. I woke up on the 4th morning, sat up in bed, and put my feet on the floor. And the stiffness I had been starting every single day with for years was just not there. I sat there for a moment, waiting for it to arrive. It did not. That thick, full feeling I used to carry to bed was lighter too, like my body had actually finished processing the day instead of leaving it half done. After years of things only going in one direction, that 4th morning felt like something worth paying attention to. One important note. Most tart cherry juice in stores is loaded with added sugar, which is exactly the wrong direction. You want 100% pure concentrate. No sugar added, 1 teaspoon diluted in a small glass of water, 30 minutes before bed. Now, before we get to the top 3, pause here for a second. I want to ask you something honestly. Think about your legs, not when you are exercising, just in the evenings, sitting down, or in the morning when you first stand up? Is there a heaviness there that you have started to accept as normal? Leave me a comment and tell me. I read every single one, and I think a lot of people watching this are going to recognize something they have been quietly blaming on age. Number 3 is the one I almost gave up on. Ginger, lemon, and a small pinch of cayenne in hot water. I made it once, poured it down the sink, and went back to it 3 months later because I kept reading about what it actually does. The small blood vessels in your legs and feet are where elevated blood sugar does its slowest and most invisible damage. When those vessels stiffen, glucose cannot reach your cells efficiently. It circles back into your bloodstream. Ginger opens those vessels. Cayenne drives circulation back into the extremities. Lemon helps repair the vessel walls. 3 things, same problem, 3 directions. Start with the smallest possible pinch of cayenne. Your stomach needs time. By the end of the first week, I noticed warmth in my feet when I got into bed. I lay there the first night it happened and just paid attention to it. I had missed it more than I realized. If you are on blood thinners, speak with your doctor first. Number 2 is dandelion root tea with ginger and lemon. Your liver decides how much glucose enters your bloodstream overnight. When it is overworked, processing everything you ate, every medication you take, it does not regulate that overnight release as cleanly as it should. Dandelion root supports your liver's ability to catch up. 1 teaspoon dried dandelion root, a slice of fresh ginger, juice of half a lemon, steeped 12 minutes. Drink it immediately. The active compounds degrade quickly. Within a week, I noticed something specific. I was getting to 10 in the morning without needing to sit down. That had not been true in longer than I could remember. And now. Number 1. At my last appointment, my doctor looked at my fasting results and said, "Rose, whatever you changed, keep doing it." 3 years of trying to move those numbers, they had not moved. Then, within 6 weeks of this one habit, they did. She asked what I changed. I told her. She went quiet in the way doctors go quiet when something does not fit the usual conversation. Then she said it again. Keep doing it. The drink is golden milk. Turmeric, black pepper, and Ceylon cinnamon in warm milk. The active compound in turmeric helps your cells become responsive to insulin again, not forcing anything, not replacing anything, just restoring the sensitivity that quietly erodes after 60, helping the locks turn the way they used to. But here is the detail that most people miss, and that makes the difference between this working and doing essentially nothing. Black pepper, a generous crack of it directly into the cup. There is a compound in black pepper that dramatically increases your body's ability to absorb what is in turmeric. Without it, most of the turmeric passes through you unused. You are doing the work and leaving the benefit behind. With it, your body can finally receive what you are giving it. That single detail is why some people try golden milk and feel nothing, and others cannot imagine stopping. 1 cup of warm milk, dairy or unsweetened almond, both work equally well. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, a generous crack of black pepper, a small spoon of coconut oil to help with absorption. Stir it warm. Do not boil it. Drink it 30 minutes before bed, after something small to eat, not on a completely empty stomach. On a warm stomach, what is in the turmeric absorbs slowly and steadily through the night instead of passing through quickly. Within the first week, I noticed the mornings were cleaner. That foggy, slow, effortful feeling when I first stood up. Quieter. The heaviness in my legs that I had been blaming on the heat, on the shoes, on being 72, genuinely lighter. By the end of the first month, I had something I could not explain away, and my doctor confirmed it in numbers. I still walk to the ice cream shop with my granddaughter. 4 blocks, flat pavement, good weather. I do not slow down anymore. She does not pretend not to notice anything. We just walk. If you are on blood thinners or any prescription medication, please check with your doctor before making this a nightly habit. Turmeric has mild blood thinning properties, and your doctor knows your full picture in a way I do not. Do not stop any medication your doctor has prescribed. These drinks work with your body. They are not a replacement for anything. Leave me a comment and tell me which one you are trying first. I read every single one. And in 2 days, I am sharing the breakfast I made every morning for 8 months that was quietly undoing everything I did right the night before. I did not see it coming. I did not think you will either. I am Rose. Go take good care of yourselves. You have earned it.